Before the Weeknd held down the top 3 spots simultaneously on the Billboard's Hot R&B Songs chart, before he headlined events like Coachella and Lollapalooza, before he collaborated with fellow Canadian Drake, before the Weeknd dropped the E in his artist name to avoid Canadian copyright infringement, before he had a hairdo similar to that of a tidal wave. My name is Michael McCrudden and welcome to Before They're Famous, documenting the life of the Weeknd prior to fame, here for you on Before They're Famous. Also, this one came from the subscribers. You guys asked for this bio in the comment section, so let me know who's next. Abel Tesfaye was born on February 16, 1990 in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. His parents immigrated from Ethiopia to Canada in the 1980s. Soon after, his father abandoned the family and his mother was working around the clock, so Abel was raised mainly by his grandmother. She spoke only Amharic, and this was the only language he understood until the age of 5. In Canada, you start preschool at the age of 4, so I can imagine they were like, yeah, we got a bit of a problem here. He also showed great interest in music at a young age. At the age of 17, he dropped out of school. He convinced fellow EXO member Lamar to do the same, and they grabbed their mattresses from their homes, they threw them in a car, and that's where they would live for some time. And he went on to say it was a pretty shitty van, not even a good one. Yeah, that's a bit of hustle. The Weeknd simply came to him one day, but he realized there was another Canadian act already using it, so he decided to drop the E. Abel began showcasing his talents in and around Toronto and rubbing shoulders with others in the music industry. He met music producer Jeremy Rose, who introduced Abel to Curtis Santiago, who had found success in the 90s with his own group. They held an on-the-spot audition, which resulted in the production of 3 tracks: What You Need, Loft Music, and The Morning. Once these songs had been produced and they had some material to work with, Jeremy and Curtis began shopping them around town, looking to pick up a proper label. Time was a-ticking and Abel, he was getting impatient. He decided to upload the songs to his own YouTube channel titled The Weeknd, and from there, well, the word started to spread of his fantastic work. Slowly but surely, the numbers of people listening continued to grow, and then he got a huge boost when he was featured in a blog post by Drake. From there, it then got picked up by the New York Times. Now with an audience demanding more material, Abel got to work on his first mixtape. In 2011, he dropped House of Balloons when he was 21 on his personal website. It was met with critical acclaim. And this one was available for download for free. Yeah, the guy hadn't made bank, not yet. His next big break was a team up with Drake on his album Take Care, and the two performed together at Drake's annual OVO Fest in Toronto. This same year, Abel continued to work steadily and pumped out 2 more mixtapes. One was titled Thursday, the other Echoes of Silence, and he gave them away again for free. The next year, the Weeknd signed with Republic Records in a joint venture with his own label XO. A compilation album of his 3 mixtapes was produced titled Trilogy, which consisted of remastered versions of his mixtapes and 3 additional songs, which went on to become certified platinum and double platinum here in Canada. And the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is Before They're Famous. My name is Michael McCrudden. Thank you so much for checking out my personal channel. I do all sorts of celebrity bios on here, so be sure to subscribe. I've covered all sorts of artists. I've done Fetty Wap, Lil Wayne, I've done Drake, I've done Nicki Minaj, I've done more mainstream acts like Katy Perry. Recently I did Justin Bieber, and there's something for everyone. So be sure to browse the channel, of course subscribe, and let me know in the comment section who you want to hear about next.